here we go with our first movement, which is our, I'm going crazy, which is our leg up crunches, okay? So let's go with leg up crunches right now. Pull down. We're gonna keep our toes are gonna be nice and pointed. We're gonna interlace those fingers, place them behind the head, and for 1 minute, we're just gonna lift that chest up toward the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Here we go. Exhale, inhale as you lower down. Exhale, point those toes. Keep those elbows nice and wide. And lift. And lower. Keep that back nice and flat, so adjust if you need to. If your back is starting to arch, don't go down so low, don't come up so high. Just make it a smaller movement. Lifting that chest up. Almost there, point those toes. Feel this in these upper abdominals. Arms are nice and wide. 3 seconds. 2. And done. Good, good, good. Okay. So our next movement in this, in our little ab sculpting, are our single leg drops. So I'm going to keep my hands under my tailbone and my head down. I'm going to point my toes and just drop one leg, bring it up, drop the other. It's very easy for your legs to take this movement over. Think about the abs, make them control this movement. Here we go. Hands under the hips, pointing those toes, drop and lift, and drop and lift. One at a time, nice and slow. Keep it very controlled here. That back should not be arching. Adjust accordingly. So if that means you just bring your legs down halfway, that's fine. I exhale as I drop, inhale to pull in. You can do it the other way if you prefer. Keep moving. Relax your shoulders. Don't tense up here. And lower. We're getting there, almost done. Oh, we've only got 3 moves left after this. 2 seconds. And done. Okay, bring those legs into the chest if you want to for a little bit of a stretch. Just pull them in and maybe rock a little side to side here. That might feel good for you. Okay, we're gonna do our roll-ups. So for roll-ups, I'm going to stretch my legs long. I'm going to keep my inner thighs squeezing together and my toes pointing really hard. Arms are going to start over the head. I'm going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. If that's confusing or you get hung up on that, just breathe. It doesn't matter. Here we go. 1 minute of roll-ups. Make sure you're pointing those toes and squeezing the inner thighs together. That'll keep those legs anchored. You'll also feel that leg activated there. And your glutes. They are firing as well. After this one, we've got 2 more and then we're done. Keep those shoulders down when you're coming up in your roll-up. Don't let them creep up. And I know your belly button's to the spine because you couldn't do it if you weren't engaged here. Keep moving. Not going too fast, trying to keep some control, no momentum happening. Think about peeling the vertebrae one at a time, up off the mat, and lowering one vertebrae at a time. Okay, we're done with our roll-ups. Okay, next is a single leg lift. It's a lot like a single leg drop. The main difference being we're going to start with our legs down at the bottom. So we're not going to leave our legs up. They're going to be out from our body. So I want you to put your hands underneath your thighs, or your thighs, underneath your hips. Send those legs out nice and long. Big inhale in, exhale, lift the head, lift the legs, and now up and down. That's what we're gonna do. Whoop, I need to start that timer. All right, that would not have been good. And lower, these are hard. Just lift as high as you can. If your neck is starting to get tired, lay your head down. Just make sure to adjust your legs so you're not arching your back. This can be an awkward position with the head down. And lower. I'm really pointing my toes, reaching long. We're halfway there, more than halfway. I inhale up, exhale down, but you do what works for you. Press that back into the mat. Adjust those legs, point those toes. 10 seconds. This is the hardest one, I think. This and the next one. All right, we're done with single leg drops or lifts. Now we're gonna go into our eagle crunch. So for our eagle crunch, this is one where you take your right arm, but we'll do the left arm this time. Left arm over the right and find that hold. And then your leg, I'm gonna do my left leg over my right and see if I can't get those toes under the calf of my, my opposite leg. If your body doesn't like this, just do prayer hands and just keep your legs crossed. You don't have to find that wrap or that hold. It can be hard to do. We're gonna crunch up in this position. We're gonna exhale to crunch up, inhale to let it down. Keep that back, press into the mat and nice and flat. Here we go. Exhale on the crunch, inhale to release it. Exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose. Nice and slow and controlled. These are not fast. Keep that back pressing into the mat. Abs engaged. On that exhale, see if you can't empty out all the air in your belly. Try not to squeeze your legs together too hard. Should be kind of relaxed, if that makes any sense. And we're done. Okay, so that is it for our abs sculpting. So remember, it's those 5 moves. You do each one for 1 minute. A little bit of a rest in between, whatever you feel like you need, but kind of move on as quickly as you can. And then you do those twice around. So on the eagle crunches, remember the first time you go through it, whatever way you wrap, so if it's right over left, the second time you go through it, wrap the opposite way, okay? So good, we're gonna do this for the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's 4, 4 more days. In addition to our 7-minute ab cardio abs. Okay, I hope this helps and we'll talk soon. Miss y'all. Bye.